Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chaosium's, not Twitch, but YouTube. We are back with
Hi.
another, hi! We are
Hi.
back with another AMA, and tonight we are doing Miskatonic Tales Journey to Innsmouth. Now, we might get into some arguments on whether it's Innsmouth or Innsmouth or how we want to argue it. I'm in America. They're not. My pronunciation is probably wrong, but I'm going to argue it anyways. And we will see what happens. But guys, this game at the point of recording has not been released yet, but is coming on pre-release at an upcoming convention. And I am fortunate enough to have the designers of the game on for this AMA. So we are going to immediately jump in with some introductions. Guys, my name is Bridgett. I am Chaosium's community coordinator. I host several AMAs like this where I can connect you, the fan, with the tribe. You can ask questions, you can submit questions, and you can kind of engage with those burning questions that you have on your favorite intellectual property and your favorite games. So let us introduce these amazing designers. We are going to come out the gate with Quentin. Quentin, please introduce yourself. Tell us who you are and what you do. And then, oh, do I want to do this question now or later? I kind of want to do the what you contributed to the game, but I might save that for later. When do you want to do it? You want to do it now or later?
Oh, we'll do it now.
We'll do it now. Quentin, the stage
It
is
will be
yours.
done.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I'm Quentin, and I helped develop the game. Olivier and Eric there are the main author of the game, and I always work with them on previous game, and I've helped them on this one to how can I say, yeah, pure development,
Mhm.
playtesting, refining the mechanics, helping a little bit on the narrative side, and yeah, I'm really happy of this project.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. And at some point at the end, I'm going to be asking you guys what's your favorite part of the project. So just know that's coming down the pipeline too. Eric, talk to us, my love. Tell us who you are and what you contributed to this project.
Okay, I'm not James Bond. I'm just an history teacher, and I know Oliver for 40 years now. And we were big role-playing players and big board game players. And one day, this fool guy said to me, "Do you want to create games?" I say, "Are you drunk?" He said, "No, no, it's a real idea." And we have made a lot of games, and now we want to join our passion in Miskatonic Tales between role-playing games and board games. And one day he phoned to me to say, I've got an idea, and now we got a baby, Miskatonic Tales, a big baby,
It has been a long process, to be honest. You know,
very long.
yeah, not 9 months, a little bit more,
A little bit
but
more.
it has been a long process.
It took a little bit longer for this baby to cook. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we are much more like the elephant,
Oh,
than the
yeah.
human, because it took nearly 2 years, 3 years to work on
Uh,
this. But
a T-Rex, or an
A
elephant?
T-Rex of
yeah, it
it.
is.
Yes.
It is. We spend a huge time on this.
But guys, you made it. It's here. Well, it's almost here, but technically it's here, which massive congratulations. Okay, Oliver, please tell us who you are and what you contributed to the game, other than the phone call that was like, hey, do you want to do a thing with me?
No, of course. No, I'm the co-author with Eric. We have been working on this project for nearly 2 years,
Mm,
knowing that it started with the fact that we wanted to bring role-playing game. We have been in the role-playing for 45 years, something
hmm
like this. But for the last decade, we have been working in board games. So we are developing nearly 15 or 17 board games now up to now.
Wow.
And yeah, much more Euro games, something like this.
Yeah.
And we missed something in the fact that we wanted to bring some narrative things in the board game.
Okay.
So we tried the difficult alchemy, which is, can we bring role-playing game into board game?
Yeah.
Hopefully, yes, but we shall see next week at Essen. So, but, it was a tricky moment, and now it's everything is on board. It's not on our hands, and the baby is growing.
The baby is growing. The baby is going to start walking at a convention next week. Like,
It is.
Huge, huge. Okay, so Bridgett is a tabletop role player. That is my happy place. Board games, I don't typically get into, but I'll do them if that's what everyone at the house party is doing or things of that nature. I am slowly getting into board games, mostly because I am that person that really loves that narrative flavor that get introduced because I can still stay with what I love and then play in a different style of game. So, because you guys have teed that up, for someone who's completely unfamiliar with this game, what exactly is Miskatonic Tales, A Journey to Innsmouth?
It's truly a cooperative narrative board game. So
Okay.
we try to immerse players into the Call of Cthulhu theme, but in a really cooperative way, meaning that
Okay.
it was our main goal at the beginning to propose something that people share a situation and they're going to try to resolve it together.
Okay.
And from that, it's a true cooperative narrative board game.
Yes, because to achieve this, player will have to discuss between each other. So
Oh.
it's a really
As-
important component of the game.
Yes, as we should do all around the table with a game master.
Right.
We try to do this. So and hopefully we succeed. Hopefully.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, am
So-
I understanding that correctly? There's a role play mechanic in this board game?
No. You are in front of situation that you need to talk to the others.
That
So-
you need to coordinate and collaborate
Absolutely.
with others. Okay.
Because mechanically, I can help you in your task and vice versa. So at that moment, we need to know, okay, shall we do this? Shall we do this? Or on the other way around? That's all the discussion that we have in every situation of the scenario, the story that we are proposing.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
for
there is
example,
a-
you can,
Go,
for example, you
Yeah.
can have some cards which say, oh, I can help you with these cards. Like in a role-playing game when you are like, oh, I can help you because I have the skill.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there is role playing because the characters are very different, and the capacity of each character is connected to his background. So if you play a judge, you won't take M4 to kill everybody. This is not your capacity. So you choose the team with which you want to do the story. So this is also a role playing way to cooperate with the other players.
Oh, well said. Okay.
Yeah. You are going to live an adventure. It was really what we wanted to do. Live an adventure. I'm going to the end of the adventure.
Yeah. For all the players who can't have the chance to have a game master and to achieve a full campaign of Call of Cthulhu, this is the way, because we thought about the box to be a self-contained campaign.
Okay.
So this kind of feeling.
Oh, guys, this sounds like my type of board game. Oh, man. Okay, listen, Quentin, I just have to ask, what exactly did the cat contribute to the game? Because I know that cat put in work.
Oh, this cat was like an emotional support for me. Yeah. And also he cursed all of us because he's entirely black. So, yeah, a witch cat.
He's bad-tempered. He has lost at the last game.
Oh, yes, an old grumpy cat. Look at this one.
Look at that baby. That baby is making sure you do well on this AMA. Listen, that cat works for Chaosium. Okay, gorgeous people, let us hop into some of these actually really incredible questions that we have. First coming out the gate is, how did you come up with the mechanics, and let me rephrase that. How did you come up with the mechanics that would allow you to tell a story through a board game? You guys teased this out a little bit with the collaboration and the cards, but let's back into that a little bit more.
Yes, at the beginning we wanted the mechanic not too intrusive. That means that we wanted to have a mechanic to serve the story and not the opposite. So most of the time, the mechanic in board games are the core mechanism of the game, and it would have been not too much narrative. So we lower the mechanics to bring some cooperation together, and then to be to the service to the narration, to the story. So it was all the time our concern, and this is the main concern: how the mechanics serve the story and bring to the player the experience to have your characters to be face to face a situation, a complicated situation, to make some choice, and everything is dedicated to this. You have a tremendous amount of choice into the story, and you won't be able to do everything, so you will have to do some choice at the end. And this is what we wanted to do. So first, it's based on the driving mechanics with cooperative cards and things. And then we go through your you leave your own adventure book, but we twisted this with different support, like components like location cards, clue cards, item cards, keywords. So depending on what you have or what you have discovered before, you won't face exactly the same thing at one moment or another.
Oh, so nice.
And the first scenario, it's much more an introduction to the mechanism, the story. But the second one, you will love it. I'm pretty sure you will love it. Because you won't be able to do everything, surely. And you will have some tremendous choice to do.
Wow.
You will love it. You will love it, Bridgett, if you survive.
I'm ready.
If
you survive.
If you survive. What I'm hearing, Oliver, that sounds pretty impressive, is it sounds like the way you've designed this game, it has like infinite replayability.
I wouldn't say infinite, but at least if you do once, you won't be able to do everything, and you will miss something. So, but we will be back on this maybe a little bit later.
A little bit later
in the interview, because we work on this, to have some replayability.
Yeah.
Knowing that, it was not the first concern to do the replayability. The fact is to bring players to live an adventure, but they need to go to the end of the adventure. So, I mean, in the Marvels, you want to see the fight between Thanos and the Avengers. So you don't want to get rid of before. So we bring the players or the characters to the end, but are they enough prepared? Are they well discovered something, some clues, some items? Will help them in the situation. So it was really, we drove the project like this.
Yeah. Okay. Smart. Okay, and we're going to recycle back to that. Beautiful. So then the next question is, what design challenges did you guys face when merging a narrative storytelling with a board game structure?
This is for Quentin.
Definitely the combat system. Because you are a role-playing gamer, and in a role-playing game, when you going to a combat, the game master continue to narrate the things, what happens during the combat around you and stuff. In board games, it's always like straightforward, rolling the dice, damage. And we were thinking about how to make a narrative combat system. So I think it will be a really unique feature of the game, because when you are in a combat system, you have still some mechanics with the cards and the dice and everything, but you will still continue to play with the booklets, and you are still reading some narration at each move you make. And so the narrative system is not just hack and slash combat. You can negotiate with the enemy. You can do the entire combat without fighting if you want. So really unique, I think. And in that way, it's like really smooth between the discovery phases and the combat phases. Like it's just a straight adventure with no, downtime.
Okay. To get through.
It doesn't break the narration, because you are still in the story.
Right.
Because when sometimes in board games like dungeon crawlers or something like this happens, you'll dice, but you don't have any story to tell. So we had this system before, and it took a bit of time, to be honest, to try to find a right way to carry on the choice of the players. So when they are facing a character or a monster or whatsoever, you still have two ways to handle it. You can face it physically, as we would do with guns and things. it happens something narratively. So we write depending on your choice,
Yeah.
or you can broke with stratagem. So we wrote things depending on the way you are doing things, and it was. So you are not broken into the story. You still are reading, make some choice, and trying to solve it the best as you can.
Yeah.
This is not a fighting game. There are fights because you
Mhm.
are in a world in which there are fights, but you can play to get not the fight, but to keep the intellect
Yeah.
and not the strength. And this is something we wanted to keep the narration between the fight. Donc the fight for the narration because it's necessary, but not to say okay, the narration stop. We do fight.
Yeah.
They are in combination, and we try not to break the story at this time, and we hope it's a success.
Oh.
Yes, the idea is when you are facing a Shoggoth or a big monster coming from the Call of Cthulhu bestiary.
Shoggoth?
Shoggoth, for
Shoggoth?
example,
Yeah, Shoggoth.
something like this.
Oh,
It's so big and difficult to bring that between a human and this kind of creatures.
Yeah.
So we try to find a way that nobody should die. Mostly, most of the time in a role-playing game, if you're not evading, you should really die.
Yeah, you're dying.
So on the idea, if we are facing some situation and you are still the choice to run away and to do things, or you have find an object, or in the past on another story, because there is some links between stories, or you have some keywords and you have found in some previous stories, and from that you are well prepared to face this situation. That is how we bring things, and you are going to choose how to handle the situation with the encounter.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. By the way, really beautiful articulations on Eric with talking about the combination of like the storytelling, and then Oliver with you as well. With you said something to the effect it was like the choices are carried forward into the game, and that's just beautiful. Yeah, like that's a landing you always want to stick when you're in a role playing game. You want your choices to matter. You want to feel like you have some type of influence on how you engage with whatever conflict is in front of you. So, gentlemen, beautiful articulation from both of you guys on that one. That was delicious. Which kind of leads into the great next question: what kind of emotional journey do you hope players will go through while playing?
okay. We take the lead. This is for mine.
Hey.
We are three. We are three players of role playing games. Quentin, Oliver, and I. We like it. We don't get the time to play to that, but this is a big influence in what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
So we wanted that the players feel the same emotional feelings than in a role-playing games. We were two players with atmosphere, smoke, and candles. I know sometimes because we like the atmosphere of Cthulhu and we wanted to play like that. It was important for us to find this kind of role-playing game. We want the players to feel an experience, an experiment, and to stay alive if they make the good choice. But you have to feel the fear. You have to feel the way that each decision is really important. We have tried it with many players, and they were in the game. They were really speaking. What is my decision? What I have to do? This is not a dice game. We say, okay, I take my dice.
Yeah.
You really discuss between players to say, I have to make the good choice at this good moment, and I know that this choice will change the stories after.
Ooh.
And this is the case. Some
Yep.
choice are opening doors and are closing other doors. And each choice will change the story definitely. Or sometimes you could come back for other decisions. But often each choice is important. So the player built the story. And when I don't know how to say that, when the story doesn't get a good way for the players, he doesn't say the story is bad with me. He said, I've made the bad choice at the bad moment. Like in a role-playing games. I know, like me, you have lost characters in role-playing games. And I ate Oliver when I lost my character. but often I say, okay, he kills me, but I made the full choice.
Yeah.
And if I to do that another time, I will make another one. So I think this is the way we wanted to find in the game.
Yeah, I would add that this is exactly what we wanted to bring, the flavor of
Yeah.
the role-playing game into a board game.
Into a board game. Yeah.
Because the complexity today, and we are facing this because we don't have time to play. I mean, we don't have much time to play role-playing game session now.
Yeah.
And some people have some difficulty to find some game master. And the game master is always a problem into a table of board game role-playing players.
Yep.
So the idea is to bring the flavor of the role-playing game without the game master.
Without the game master,
We have been introducing a lot of choice into in every room, every location. You have so much choice to do that at the moment you say, okay, I can't do anything. So shall we split? Shall we do something else? Because you can split the group, and not maybe in the first scenario, but in the second scenario, it's a big one. It's a big one. So you may split. It's going to be difficult for everyone, but you do whatever you want. And as it's a cooperative game, and you are together concerned to the choice, it's really a question of how you are handling the story. And we want to have this. Yeah, it was really our goal, our aim, and we hope that we have found this.
Wow. Again, guys, no notes, stellar articulation on that. So leaning into what type of, emotional journey did you want your players to feel? Were there any specific themes that you were looking to dial in, like fear or tension or discovery, anything in particular?
Yes. I mean, it was a really immersive in Lovecraft universe.
Mm-hmm.
So at the beginning, we were at the beginning of the project, we wanted to be more pulp things. We were more in a pulp universe. Then we have decided to work with the Chaosium licensing, Call of Cthulhu, and work on this, because if we would do something on this theme, it would have been with Call of Cthulhu. I mean, you can't do it with anything else. So with this, we have read again all the Lovecraft novels, and we have read the Derlet novels to introduce the narration, the style, how we make the description, how you are introducing the fantastic into the reality. So, and we wanted to bring this into the narration. So to bring what is fantastic, what is unnatural at one moment for a policeman, for a judge, for FBI, whatsoever. And from that, Chaosium give us some supplements. So we worked with the Chaosium staff for the role-playing game. And from that, we have written what we need, knowing that we introduced Innsmouth.
Yeah.
So I think there is a supplement next year, shall be a new supplement on Innsmouth. And they ask us to bring Innsmouth into the story.
Oh, okay.
And for that, we have been working with the Innsmouth supplement. So everything is focused on Lovecraft and Chaosium background that you have already written for us.
Nice.
So it will be horrific, dramatic, disgusting,
yes!
a lot of things, a lot of feelings.
The things that we love in Call of Cthulhu.
You can die, Bridgett. You can die, Bridgett, but you can become full, like in Cthulhu, because you can discover things that scared you a lot. He spoke about Shogot, but this is not the lonely thing you will see.
Knowing that we have been introducing injuries and sanity, so we try to choose also all the characteristics coming from the role-playing game. So if you are familiar to the characteristics to the role-playing game Call of Cthulhu, you will find the injuries, the sanity, and the strength, constitution, the 6 characteristics coming. We just get rid of the size, but the rest is part of the role-playing game.
Oh, wow. I love that. There's something that you guys said earlier I thought was really important in this context, that you're all busy. Like, it's 2025. We're all exhausted, but you're very busy. You're saying you don't have an opportunity to really play a lot of role-playing games. For the role player that may not have an opportunity to find a GM or to get a table together, this board game sounds like a great way to at least get something that connects you with Lovecraftian
Yes.
horror,
Yeah.
that
It
gets
is.
you into something that you're familiar with. Like, it sounds like this is a great place to go. Like,
And
I don't have a table, but I've got 2 hours with some friends. Y'all want to play this
yeah,
game?
Absolutely. And from 1 to 4 players. So and it
Yeah.
works really well with one player, and you are playing. We have invented not invented, but we brought an NPCs mechanism. So you are
Wow.
3 NPCs, and you are playing your own per characters, and you are working with them, and they help you into the story. So it works really well from 1 to 4 players. 4 players, it's funny. Uh,
yeah.
just to mention, these guys abandoned me into an island.
Oh
And
my
I will
gosh.
say,
No,
I will
no.
never forget this. They left me alone in the island.
Quentin.
And if you play alone, you will get the pleasure to make your team. You will choose the character you will play, and you will choose what team you want to play with him. And you will think about the capacities. Do I need someone that strikes? Do I need
Yeah.
someone that get chance? Do I need someone? And you will make the team you want to play, and the game will be different
Uh-huh.
with the team you will take, because if you don't take fighters, you won't play the same
Yeah.
story than if you
Yeah.
take a fighter team.
Yeah.
And even if you play solo, your NPCs have keywords of their own.
Yeah.
So if you play with some NPCs which have a keyword that activates during the story, you can have his backstory involved in the game. So you
Yeah.
don't miss anything if you play solo.
Oh, wow. So, guys, so I'm coming in blind. Bridgett is not very familiar with this product, which is another reason why I love these AMAs, because I get to talk to the people that designed it
Mhm.
and produced it, and I can hear their perspective, but also I can learn about the game for my own personal, hey, I want it. I don't know what marketing is doing on our end, but I feel like the fact that this game has a solo play mechanic needs to be forward faced somewhere. Because that's a major gift to give somebody on the holidays. It's like, hey, I know you don't have a gaming group,
Oh, yeah.
but
And
you can actually play this board game alone. For someone who is not super fluent with board games, that's amazing. I can sit down with this box, open it up, and actually play through a couple scenarios and be like, oh, okay, now I can run
Sure.
this with my friends. Like, that's a
yeah.
huge thing that you can play this solo.
And
It
it
is.
can be like a cozy experience because you have to read the booklet at your own, rhythm. So
Yeah.
it can be cozy, scary, but cozy.
But cozy, yeah. I mean, guys,
And
that alone is
knowing that
brilliant.
knowing that Chaosium did a tremendous work, because you have the audio, all the text are read by really good English actors,
Hmm.
and so you can have the reading by someone, and all the chapters are read for there is an application for this, and
Yeah.
you have done a tremendous job.
Incredible job. Listen,
Yeah,
And the
Chaosium don't play
saving
around, honey, on
system.
their production.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. And a
Oh,
saving system. So you can save your progression anytime during the game.
And we hope this is the first time you can play a role-playing game alone in
yeah.
your house.
In
So
your house.
for people like us, this is very strange to say that, but we are a little bit old, be honest, and we don't get the time to play role-playing games.
Right.
But if you use Miskatonic, you can say, this evening I will make a role-playing alone. I will make my team. I will feel a story. I will live a story. And this was a possibility we wanted to do. It was not easy, but we
Yeah.
hope we have success in that.
Oh, guys, that is just with the holiday season coming up. That's a great gift for somebody like me who travels all the time. This would be amazing for me to sit down to and like help myself get through layovers and long flights. And oh, that's brilliant. Sorry, I'm way off track right now. I'm coming back. Kind of all our questions. Sorry, babies. Can you tell us about something that changed drastically from the early prototypes to the final version? What hit the cutting room floor? A component, a
Oh,
mechanic, an idea?
so many things. Like Olivier said, the first prototype was a pulp game,
Uh-huh.
really, adventure, like Indiana Jones style in the 30s. And when adapting it to Call of Cthulhu, we were facing a major issue because the early prototypes, the system was more like a dungeon crawler, you know,
Okay.
with figures, and it really when you were in a good story and then combat and no story at all. So we worked like I think the last version was like the fourth combat system version. You know, it was
Wow.
a huge work. Yeah.
And we had to change the components on this to ease the comprehension of the combat. You know, to say, look, so now we brought the combat system with different cards depending on your choice, and you have a challenge depending on your choice if you are facing with clash with physically the creatures of the encounter, or if you go through stratagem, and then you have a chapter to read. If you are no matter if you have done the challenge completely or not, no matter, you will read what you try to attempt, and then there's something happen, and then you take another card and bring you to another aspect of the encounter, and so it changed so much. we had to do so many prototypes of this.
And it's so simple because in a dungeon crawler combat system, it's so complicated. You have to have a rule for the range, and you know it's always it's slow, it's long.
Yeah.
Here it's really simple, and you don't need any figures how to deal with the the placement of the So it's really like a theater of the mind. That is the role playing game.
Wow, that's you guys are really making me want to play this game. I'm just gonna tell you now. Well done. I'm excited for it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you guys read a bunch of the other stories from Lovecraft. I know you coordinated with Chaosium from like the design team for, Call of Cthulhu transferring over. Are there any Easter eggs or hidden references to Call of Cthulhu that you think fans will appreciate?
Everything is references. Everything. Yeah, because we wanted to be accurate on every character. So every character that you are going to find into the scenarios that we wrote, except the main character that you are playing, all the other encounter are part of the world of Lovecraft and Chaosium. Yeah. So when you are at Innsmouth, you will find all the people from Innsmouth.
Oh man.
So imagine what you can find. And for the rest, I will let you discover everything. And furthermore, the second scenario will tell, if you know very well some scenarios coming from Call of Cthulhu, you will see something around. And the fact, and we twisted, we brought a lot of twist in the scenario to bring more flavor, but it is something that you know. And because it's a recent scenario. I won't tell anything else,
You tease.
Don't say too much.
Don't say too much.
No, but we started with this one. We started the project with this scenario, and we had to write a prequel. So we had to write the first part of this, why you were going there. And then we wrote the end of this scenario, which takes place in Innsmouth or somewhere near to Innsmouth.
Guys, it literally sounds like you wrote a role-playing game.
This is a world. This is a world we know. This is a world we like. So it's easier when you are really a Lovecraft player. With Olivier, we have read that 40 times. So we are in a universe we know very well. So it's easier for us to be in this one.
Yeah.
And about the second scenario, which is the biggest of the box.
The bigger one, yeah.
There is a not so subtle hint on the game cover. Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're being nice. We're just teasing. We're just being nice.
Teasing. Exactly.
Just teasing. We're just being nice. Okay. I'm particularly excited about this question because I love hearing it from designers. What part of the design process surprised you the most?
Oh, it was not a funny thing because it's a narrative game. So there is a lot, and I mean a lot of narration and of writings. We had to write so much stuff. And the most difficult thing was to find the right pacing for the flavor text, because Olivier especially loved to write, and
Oh
we
yeah.
we had some really long text. It was so nice, a lot of details and flavors and hidden stuff.
Yeah.
But when we were reading and doing the test, it was sadly a little too long. So we had to calibrate uh, enough text to have some flavor, but not too long to get the pacing right.
Right.
And we get to have like a really mathematical equation about how many words is equal how many minutes, and we can go there, not go there. It was really, really fine-tuning on words.
So we were counting all the time the characters in every chapter. Because it's one thing to read a novel. You are reading your novel, you are inside, brilliant.
That's what you want to do.
If I'm reading something to you, you may switch off at one moment because it's a bit long. So in our playtest, we had to calibrate this. As Quentin said, it was the most complexity, the most time consuming to rewrite thing, to lower the amount of text. And at one moment, I need a big text for 1 minute, because after 1 minute and a half, 2 minutes, you are starting to forget what's going on.
Right.
So we it's really mathematical, but characters is 0.06 second. So when you are dealing with 350 characters, it's roughly 25 seconds, something like this. So so from that, we were all the time counting our characters to be sure that it's not too long, or and enough dynamic into the text to bring the players not to get to be fed up of reading and reading and reading.
Right.
To keep a rhythm. The difficulty is to keep the rhythm, to keep the player, and to put him in an atmosphere. And this is not easy to find the good way between the two. It's not easy.
No, I can't imagine it is, because I never thought of, not that I never thought about it, because when I'm writing role-playing games, it's the exact same thing. If you're handing somebody a handout, you don't want to hand them a 7-page handout or even a 7-paragraph handout. They're not going to retain it. If you're playing it in a convention, you're not going to hear all of it. You're going to get exhausted. It's too much to read. So yes, I have thought about it from a role-playing standpoint, but with you guys, like, this is an entire system. Like, to your previous point there, this is an equation and a formula.
Yes, it is.
So you have to keep that rhythm consistent.
Yes.
You don't want to be boring.
And that's the
no
most
one wants to be boring.
Right.
We need to bring an atmosphere without too much text, and it's complicated. It's really the tricky things to bring this.
Yeah. Oh, guys, well articulated. All three of you guys crushed that answer, which actually leads into a really great next question: is how do you handle pacing to ensure that the story unfolds smoothly? You guys already crushed the first half of that answer for sure.
Yes, it is.
I think the narrative combat system was the pivotal thing. Because from the beginning to the end of a game session, it's always narration with the booklet, with some flavored text, and also to not to be boring for the players.
Right.
You can discover a new location. And the game book tells you what there is in this location. Really flavored text, really good. But you go elsewhere and you go back. You don't want to read it again.
Oh, that's right. You don't want to go through that again.
So we thought about a little things to make it less boring. So if you come back to a previous place, you can have a little flavored text of 1 or 2 phrases. That's all. Just to remind, just a reminder,
Yeah. Just to re-jog that memory. Like, that's right. Yep.
And we have also introduced a lot of components. So you may find some object on clue cards into a clue card into a place, a location, And this clue card will have also some numbers into the booklet specifically on this. You may discover something, how it works, and then you may change the clue card for an object card, will bring a keyword, will help you another moment. So it's how we can, with a kind of subtlety to bring some, some another components to the players. They say, oh, I've discovered this and this. Oh, yes, I've this. Yes, and the keywords also, we have a tremendous amount of keyword in every scenario, and which brings some. Oh, it is something I've done, and it triggered the fact that I've done this.
Yep.
Or something that could happen in future, facing a new situation.
Oh.
So, and you don't know. So I'm triggering keywords. So it's the game to find the right things, but also this is the way how we can, modify the story depending on what they are finding.
And some of them are also used to make the success of the story. You have to find keywords to get possibilities to say, okay, I succeed because I have understood what the story is. I have found a clue, I have found a keyword, I can explain what happens in the story. So the keywords are very useful in the way you play, and they are used in the mechanic, but they are used also in the narrative way.
That makes sense. Okay. I love how powerful choice is in a game that's designed like this, guys. Like that's fun, which I'm pretty sure if I hop back over to this Google Drive, that's my next question too. Oh, it kind of is. Okay, so I believe it was Oliver I was speaking to earlier. That's like, we're going to touch on this a little bit later. Are the scenarios replayable?
It is. Yeah. It is. I mean, I would say you don't have to.
Okay.
You don't have to. You can go through the three scenarios. It's a campaign, so you go through the three scenarios, go to the end, and the story is done. You may have spent 15 hours, 16 hours, because the first scenario is for the first time because you are discovering the rules. If you are playing at 4 or 1 player, is a bit less, depending on the amount of player, because you will get less discussion if you are 1 player, of course. And with this, the first scenario is between 3 and 5 hours.
Okay.
The second scenario is more around 5 to 6 hours, and the last scenario is roughly the same thing. Again, depending on your choice, depending on what you have done, depending on a lot of things. Because there is a lot of modification to the story. We can change the way how to handle all the situations. That said, at the end of every scenario, we try to give the players, and it's included into the mechanics because it's part of the experience that they will get at the end of a scenario.
Yeah.
So there is some, you are rewarded for this. And at the end of the first scenario, you are trying to find your percentage of exploration. So how much you understand about the story. And it's linked to the keyword linked to the story, the keyword, the clue card, the object card, and everything, and it will give you a percentage of how much I have discovered on the story. And from that, you will be helped for the next scenario with a new card you are going to put into your deck, or a bad card, or both. And that's the leveling that we are bringing to every scenario. So at the end, the first scenario, as it's not a tutorial, but more or less than a tutorial.
Yeah.
I would say that you can redo it, because the first time you won't do it, you will be afraid to go deeper and deeper. But the second scenario, it's a massive place, massive. And you won't be able to travel everywhere into the place that we are proposing. So you may want to redo it and say, what could I find this? Or yes, and there's something else I missed or everything. The last scenario is a big final, a really big final, and I won't tell you more. But again, you have a lot of choice. So I would say you will replay them because you want to what I miss. And as Eric said, at the end of scenario, when you trigger, do you have the clue card 1? No. Clue card 7? No. 15? No. Okay, I don't have any, so I miss everything.
Yeah, like
and it give you the fact that, okay, I missed everything. So and you are doing 35% of exploration, so you miss a lot of things.
Yeah.
And this is fun. This is fun to play the same game and to say, okay, last time I make this choice. This time I will make another one. And the first time Chaosium team tries the second scenario, they played the scenario the first time, and the next time they make different choice. They have made nothing the same than the first one, and they said, okay, but is it the same scenario? We said yes, but you don't get the same choice.
Right.
So you are not in the same place of the map. So this is not the same thing. And even some things they have done before was different because the keyword was different.
Because
the
clue
was different. So they said, but it was the same situation, but this is not the same thing. And we say, okay, the choice is different, so the situation is different. And this is the pleasure to play that a second time, because you say I don't will make the same mistakes as the first time.
I'll do different choices this time.
Even if I played the game before, it's such a pleasure to make it discover to the other. You can play because we did. Because after writings, we made some tests, but we know the story, so we don't have any surprise. So at one moment, we brought some guys trying the test, a lot of guys around us to be the newbie on the scenario.
Right, you go try it out. Let's see.
Exactly, and let's try. So, but we were playing, and we don't make the choice. He make the choice, but we help him into the situation. So he make the choice for us. He make the choice for his character. And that said, we spent a really nice time with this. You know, even if we knew everything, it's such a pleasure to see them. Say make the choice. Say, shall I open this door? No.
Or like, he's looking into the cabinet.
Yes.
No, look into the cabinet. It's fine.
And Bridgett, Olivier is cruel. He was looking at them and say, "Are you sure? Are you
so
sure
cool.
you do that? Are you really sure?" And they say, "No, I don't know if I do that. No, this is not my choice."
But Eric, you know what I love? That's role-playing games. Oh, you're sure you want to go into the basement? That's the door you're going to choose?
It
is. You're going to lick the thing on the wall? Oh, you're going to turn this key? It's what I love.
This is totally the feeling we wanted to find back. And because this is one of the pleasure.
That's why they abandoned me into the island, on the island, you know.
That's why they left you.
You would be dead anyway.
Because you are cruel, Oliver. You're cruel.
You will cry. You will have fear.
You know, I was in a place, I was looking at them, and they get, okay, bye-bye, we are leaving. Because there is different ways to end a scenario, a lot of ways to end the scenario. And when I say a lot, it's a lot. So depending on what you have found, you may end the scenario differently from one session to the others. And that's the good thing. And if you are splitting the group, which is completely possible, the end is different for everyone.
For everyone.
And still alone in the island, you know. And
poor Oliver. They're
it
very
is
upset
also
with you,
possible to leave someone. Huh? Quentin, Oliver, it is possible to leave someone to save the others. Okay? You hear what I say. Okay. And end of the story.
Oh, you guys are a blast. Let me know when you design your next game so I can come right back and do this with you guys again. You guys are awesome. Okay, we are looking at our last, with outros, probably last 4 or 5 minutes. And I'm sitting on 4 final questions. I'm looking at 13, 14, 15, 16. If we had to choose 2, which 2 would you guys go after?
I would like to speak about the hidden information.
Okay.
Or how we integrated the uncertainty to the suspense, you know?
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
We have a really simple and fun mechanic. When you roll the dice for any action, you always roll the red die. I don't know if it's red in the final game, but
no,
it's some
red
color, right?
No,
it's red. Okay,
it's some final color.
It's red and white.
I didn't remember. And if this die show us some symbol, like a skull, for example, you add a token to the skull section of the board game.
Okay.
And if you have some for example, for the skull symbol, if you have like 3 tokens on this one, you trigger an event in the game book. So with the randomness of the dice, you can activate or not some random events outside the characters, which will shape the scenario in some ways. It can be a storm, it can be some growling in a cave, So it's a really fun way to add some replayability.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Most of the time, it's bad things, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh no,
it's a horror game. That's what you want to happen, anyways.
You are in Cthulhu, only bad things.
Yeah, that's why you sat down in the first place.
If I can, I would like just to answer a question about the how do you handle player failure? And you can die, you can become full, but we didn't want to the player to feel okay. It's a failure. It's over.
Yeah.
No, if you die, you can take another character to continue the story.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You have lost your character. It's over for him, but you can take another one, a companion that become a character. You take the card and you make the other place, and you play. We wanted to make a story. You are in a story. You built a story. We don't want the player to say, "Okay, it's over. I put it in a place, and I won't take it back another time." You can continue the story. You are sad to lose your character, but you can play all the same, and it was important for us.
That's smart.
And even if you don't have the essential keywords to understand the lore of the scenario, you can still go on and do the second and the third scenario. You can do the entire game without knowing anything about who's running things and stuff like this. You are like a nobody just looking at the end of the world, It's a really great sensation.
Yeah, because the more you are discovering about the myth, the most you are becoming mad. So you are losing some sanity.
That's very Lovecraftian.
We are the experience of some players say, no, I don't want to know.
No,
I don't.
I'm not reading from that book. Nope.
Exactly. Nope. So I don't want to be introduced into the fantastic and lose my sanity.
Yeah.
So and they may leave at one moment and they say, no, I leave. I leave because I don't want to be mad. So I leave now.
A friend of us did that. No, I'm alive. I'm not mad. I live there.
I'm leaving.
And
good luck, guys.
I will try again tomorrow.
Exactly.
Bridgett, you have understood that in the real life we have lost a lot of sanity, each of us. So we know what we are speaking about.
Right. We've lost so much.
Yeah, and it was a tricky thing to balance how much sanity you are losing. Because the idea is not a die and retry board game. I'm not dying, retrying, and again.
Right.
So we wanted to have something which give pressure, but not unsatisfaction at the end. So you have some pressure with the games, but you are not dying at the second location. We don't want this.
Yeah.
So the balancing of the sanity was really a tricky thing.
I bet.
And hoping everything, because it's the most difficult thing to do is the balancing for the other players.
You remember, guys, with the first prototypes? We were become mad at the beginning of the story. We were already mad.
Oh yeah,
and then
even with the final game, I can assure you that you will have nightmares of stress cards. Cards.
Terrible.
Yeah, because it's you get when you are stressed. The game book tells you to put cards into your deck, so it's a bad deck building. You are building, but badly.
Badly, you're like, I don't want it. I don't want it.
With injuries, with stress, with poison, with many bad things. And when you are taking your cards from the deck, you say, "Oh, no,
I don't want it. I don't want it."
Exactly. That's the really good moment,
I just want to say that was Oliver's choice because Quentin and I are very, very good people. Oliver, not really. So he said, okay, I could put poison, fire. I could put be cool, Oliver. We want the people to take fun and to
Oliver
survive.
caught
So
so
you can
much
survive.
heat.
No,
It is.
you can
really
survive.
stressful.
But
It is
we wanted
stressful.
to feel. We wanted the player to feel
Yeah.
slowly the disease that is coming in his mind, and liking Toulouse.
Yeah.
Slowly.
And it's stressful when you draw your cards from your deck and you don't know
What's
yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
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 You say, I have 4 cards. Perfect.
my
I stop there.
God.
Because I don't know if we explain that, but each beginning of the turn you can take 5 cards, but if you take bad cards, you are not. You can say, okay, I stop. I take 3 cards. My cards are bad. If
Yeah.
you choose to take 5, this is your responsibility.
Again,
this is your
choices.
choice.
It's
And
choices.
if you take bad cards, you say, why I take cards? I should have stopped.
Oh my gosh. Oliver, I love how much shade you have caught through this entire interview. They've been coming for you the entire time. Oh my gosh. Okay, gentlemen, I am at personal time, so I have to get out of here, but I just want to say this was incredible. Your guys' energy, your passion, your enthusiasm. I am celebrating this release with you. One, massive congratulations. I hope this goes splendidly.
Thanks
I
a
can't
lot.
wait till you guys see this out in the ecosystem with people engaging with it and playing with it. When I play it, I will let you guys know, and I too will yell at Oliver because that sounds like the thing to do.
It is.
Quentin, Eric, Oliver, thank you.
Thank you.
Genuinely
Yeah.
thank you.
For having us.
Oh,
We
God.
thank you a lot.
You guys are an absolute delight. Guys, this bad boy is on pre-release. You should be seeing it at Essen. If you're on my side of the pond, I can't give you dates, but I can let you know that it's sometime soon. That is what marketing will allow me to say. As always,
Okay.
Brian Holland and Mob, thank you guys so much for supporting me and allowing me to do another AMA. Kuba and Mardia, you guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for being amazing and awesome and complete sweethearts. You guys have no idea how much Martia did with this entire project. Like, she basically carried more of it than I did. She is a rock star. Quentin, Eric, Oliver, thank you. And massive congratulations. Guys, stay tuned. Watch our socials, follow the blog, hop onto the listserv for more information about Miskatonic Tales, Journey to Innsmouth, or Innsmouth if you want to argue with it. And then also for our very next upcoming AMA, we're going to be doing more of them. If there's something you want to hear from, feel free to email me at Bridgett@Chaosium.com. That's a bridge that you walk across with 2 T's at Chaosium.com. Mwah. Gentlemen, have an amazing time, have an amazing show, and congratulations. Oh, your hearts look better than mine.
Thank you. And you're welcome
Bye,
to Europe. Bye.